being here. Thank you so much for all of you parents who have helped us create this wonderful and elaborate world. We know how much work you guys put in, how much work your actors put into learning these lines and making the costumes. It really is a community effort, a family affair, especially this play, because our director, Erin, her entire family has basically been a part of the making. Her partner wrote the script. Her children are here backstage helping us out as part of our crew. It's been a really magical experience. And this play, this story, is so powerful, and I'm just so impressed because it is dense material. And they have just taken it on, and they've put their whole heart into it. They've painted this beautiful mural based on the paintings of Tolkien. You're going to see some more later. But anyway, I'm not going to talk anymore because this is quite the show. So without further ado, welcome to The Hobbit.
In a hole in the ground there lived a hobbit. Not a nasty, dirty, wet hole filled with the ends of worms and oozy smell, nor a dry, bare, sandy hole with nothing in it to sit or to eat. It was a hobbit hole, which means comfort. This hobbit was a very well-to-do hobbit, and his name was Baggins. The Bagginses had lived in the Shire for a long time, and they were thought of as respectable, not just because they were rich, but because they never had any adventures or did anything unexpected. This is the story of how a Baggins had an adventure and found himself doing and saying things altogether unexpected.
Good morning. Good morning. Very pretty. Welcome to sit down and share. I have no time to blow bubbles this morning. I am looking for someone to share in an adventure. We don't want any adventure. We don't want any adventures here. Thanks, you nasty, disturbing, uncomfortable things. But you might try over the hill or across the water. Sorry, I didn't catch your name. You know my name. I am Gandalf. Gandalf, good gracious me, the wandering wizard. I am pleased to find you remember me. We don't want any adventures here. No, thank you. Not today. Good morning. But please come to any time to work.
Falling at your service.
Still go at yours.
I'm Feely.
And I'm Keely.
At your service. I'm Doran Hobbit, the leader of our company.
Please help yourselves to some tea. What business do you have in Hobbit? We have come for tea, for supper, and for you, Bilbo Baggins.
He looks more like a grocer than a burglar, Gandalf.
What is this burglar business? If you prefer, you can say expert treasure hunter. Yes, I would prefer that word.
We are in our friend's house tonight, this excellent hobbit. But we shall soon start our journey over the misty mountains and across the forest of Mirkwood to claim our ancestral home. Far away, the misty mountains cold, to dungeons seen and caverns old, we must away the break of day to find our enchanted Long ago, this was the home of my people, ruled by my grandfather. We were wealthy upon your imagination, Hobbit. Undoubtedly, that is what brought the dragon. The bears are roaring on the high. The winds were moaning in the night. The fire was fled, its flaming spread. The fences were no match for the great peace.
The mountain snow beneath the moon. The dwarfs they heard the tramp of doom. They fled their halls to dying falls beneath the sea, beneath the moon.
Curse him out! He killed our man and stole our girl!
Curse the dragon snow!
So this is the adventure you planned for me to help you capture the gold?
None other. Here's the contract. Terms for your professional services, 1/14 of the total expenses, traveling expenses guaranteed, funeral expenses if necessary.
Funeral expenses?
Do you find the terms acceptable?
Of course he does. You asked me to find a burglar for your expedition, and I chose Mr. Baggins. Let's have no more arguments.
Sleep well, burglar. Tomorrow we begin our journey.
As they head east on the main road, Bilbo sulks at not having finished his second breakfast. Soon it begins to rain. By the time dusk approaches, the whole company is tired, hungry, ready to camp, and annoyed at Gandalf's mysterious disappearance.
Where did Gandalf go?
Oh, out and about somewhere. Comes and goes at will. We'll camp here. Perhaps you can find a dry patch to sleep on. I look up to find something.
There's a light coming from a clearing on the other side of this hill. It could be fire or torches twinkling. Where the deuce is Gandalf?
Left us again. Just when a wizard would have been the most useful. No matter, we have an expert burglar with us. It is likely that camp and we can use some of their meat. Come on, burglar. Go do some good work for them.
Blast, nothing but mutton teeth. How I long for vitamin flesh. Just a leg. Oh, an arm or even a little baby tail. What the places? What is it? Look what I've caught.
What is it? What are you?
I'm Mr. Bilbo Baggins, a hobbit.
There's more to come here yet.
Grab the cup, snatch him up.
Let's get some.
Let's get some of his gold. No, let's sit down and spit out his chili.
No. Let's roast him up real slow.
No good roasting him now, it'll take all night.
Who's arguing? Bert! Shut up, you're both liars.
Don't take you all and be stoned to you. Excellent.
Well, we won't be their meal anymore. What's the bumbling burglar?
Look what I found.
Excellent. Burglar. Not bad burglar for your first attempt. We'll be keeping these fine blades.
Come now, when we can read the runes on them, we shall know more about them.
Cover the treasure man. We'll fetch it in our turn.
As the company sets off the next morning, Gandalf explains that he has checked the road ahead, up to the last safe stop along their way. This stop is Rivendell, a city near the foothills of the Misty Mountains. As the company approaches Rivendell, Elrond approaches them and invites them back to eat and rest.
Greetings, Lord Elrond. This is Thorin Oakenshield and Company. We are pleased to be your guests.
The pleasure is mine. Please, help yourselves. Eat, drink, and be merry. Elrond, your hospitality is magnificent. Perhaps you could read... We found these blades in a troll craft on the camp. Perhaps you could read the runes? These are not troll make. They are very old swords of high elves of the west, my kin, made for the goblin wars. It is no wonder you cannot read these runes. This sword, Thorin, the rune's name Orcrist, and this Gandalf is Glamdring, Valhammer. Keep them well.
What about mine?
This blade has not yet been named. This blade will also shine with the cold light if any orcs are near. Gandalf, you have a map for me to examine?
Yes, it is about time I return this to its proper heir. This was made by Thor, your grandfather. It's a plan of the mountains.
I don't see why we should need a plan of the mountains. I remember them well enough.
Look, that hand points from these ruins to a secret entrance on the mountain.
Excellent, burglar, but could have really remained secret all these years?
It's too small for Smaug to use, and it seems to be covered by a door made to look exactly like the side of the mountain.
Something else strange. There are moon letters here. Runes that can only be seen when the moon shines behind them. They give directions for finding the secret entrance. They say, stand by the gray stone when the thrush knocks, and the last light of the setting sun will shine upon the keyhole. Excellent! This is exactly what we need. We should leave at once. Please rest the evening. Eat, drink, and be merry. I will send you off in the morning with fresh supplies for your journey.
Bilbo and company beginning to travel over the misty mountains. Thanks to Elrond's advice, they are able to find a good pass over the mountains. Still, the climb is long and dangerous. A violent thunderstorm breaks suddenly, forcing them to find shelter.
We have found the giant cave. Not far out of the corner, and we can all fit inside. Quick, let's get inside before our armor rusts. We'll camp here. A dry floor at least. We'll get some sleep, man. We'll need them as soon as the storm breaks. Oh no! Wake up! We're being robbed! The goblins are here! Let's help! The goblins have us! Who are you? Thorin Oakenshield. Thorin Oakenshield. We're merely seeking something. We don't mean to trespass. He's a liar! A tremendous one! Look! They carry the weapons of all enemies! Murderers and elf friends! Explain your weapon, dwarf! We found this in a troll camp. This sword is named Orcrist. The Goblin Cleaver! Liars! What of us? Wait! Stop! You! Grey one! I know of you! Stop! I know that sword is Glamdring the Forehammer! Ah!
Follow me quickly through here!
Bilbo, knocked unconscious, tumbles down deeper into the cavern. It is several hours before he wakes. When Bilbo finally opens his eyes, he's confused, for it's just as dark as when he had them shut.
So it really is an elvish blade too. Looks like the goblins are still near. Ah, it's terribly cold. It's an underground lake. What's this? Why it's so late? I wonder how anyone lost it down here.
What's that, my precious? What sounds we hear?
What are you?
What is he, my precious?
I'm Mr. Bilbo Baggins. I'm afraid I don't know where I am.
What has he got in his hands? He's one up from the orcs. from the stinking nasty house. It likes riddles, but it does it? It must have a competition with us, my precious. It pushes us. It doesn't answer. We eat it. If it asks us and we doesn't answer, we show it the way up. Yes.
Very well, but you go first.
What has roots as nobody sees, taller than trees. Up it goes, and yet it never grows.
Easy. It's a mountain. I got it. What have I got in my pocket?
Isn't it fair, my precious, to ask us what I got in nasty little pocket thieves?
What have I got in my pocket?
Isn't it fair to ask us what I got in its nasty little pocket thieves, my precious? Is it candy?
Wrong.
My precious losers! Ah!
Wait. What about your promise?
Do we say so, precious? Show the nasty little baggins away up, yes. But what has it got in its pockets, eh?
Answers would be guessed.
Not
This is a promise.
A promise is a promise.
It must wait. Yes, it must. We can't go up the tunnel so hasty. We must go collect some things first. Yes, to help us.
Well, hurry.
You won't see us, will it, my precious? And no, it won't. And that sort of will be useless, yes, quite. Where's it? Lost! My precious is lost! Curses, my precious is lost!
What have you lost? We must be going.
No, we must search for it! It's lost!
But you never guessed my last question, and you promised.
What has it got in its pocket, see?
Answers would be guessed, not given.
What has it got in its pocket, see?
Oh! Ah! Oh!
Where did it go? The baggage has gone in its pocket, see? It must know a way out. Yes, it must. To the back door, that's it. The baggage has gone that way. We must go quick and see. It is gone! Ding, 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 baggage, baggage, we hate it, we hate it, we hate it forever! Stop! Stop!
Ate the goblins. He did not know where he was. He had just made up his mind that he must turn back. He heard voices. He hurried to see if there was more goblins. But it was Gandalf, Thorin, and the company, all gathered and talking about him.
We cannot possibly go on with our journey leaving Mr. Baggins in the hands of the goblins without trying to find out if he is alive or dead and without trying to rescue him. After all, he is my friend and not a bad little chap. I feel responsible for him. I wish to goodness you had not lost him.
And here's the burglar.
Well, that is the first time that even a mouse has crept along carefully and quietly under my very nose and has not been spotted. I take off my hood to you. We had to fight our way through the goblin guard. How didn't they see you?
Bilbo goes on to tell the whole story about the adventures after he had lost him. No sooner did he think, however, than they hear the howl of wargs, large, vicious, wolf-like creatures in the distance. The howls sound to be getting closer and closer.
Escaping goblins to be caught by wolves.
Those aren't the sounds of ordinary wolves. Up into the trees, quick!
There they are! Quick, we got the elf flag! I saw this up on the force tonight. I know wolves' voices. All the goblin trap mischief in the woods. We can't reach them. Burn them out! Burn, 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 burn! Make a toast of fry and roast them. What's this, my old friends of Angelo? The eagle has made off with the wizard. And I got his death.
We'll make a meal of him.
on! Run! I'll fly away!
The eagles carried the company up to the tops of the Misty Mountains. The Lord of the Eagles was there speaking to Gandalf. It seems no one was going to be mean after all. The wizard and the eagle lord appear to know each other and even be friends.
Oh, great Lord of the Eagles, we are eternally grateful for your rescue.
I have not forgotten the arrow that brought me down many years ago, and I have not forgotten the wizard who has found me near my home.
As Bilbo listened to Gandalf speaking, he realized that they were really going to escape the dreadful mountains. Gandalf continued discussing plans with the Great Eagle for carrying themselves, the dwarves, himself, and Bilbo far away and setting them down on their journey across the plains below.
Now farewell, will after you fit, to the nest who sees you at the journey's end.
May the wind under your wings bear you where the sun sails and the moon walks.
So this is the forest to grow with.
Now is the time I too must leave you guys.
You not coming with us?
I always meant to see you all safe over the mountain, and now I have done it. Indeed, we are now a good deal further east than I ever meant to come with you all, for after all, this is not my journey. I may look in on it again before it is all over, but in the meanwhile, I have some other pressing business to attend to.
As the company continues their journey into the dark forest of Mirkwood, it seems to continue forever. They were starting to lose hope that they would ever leave the forest.
Everything about these woods is unpleasant. We need to rest. It feels like days since we slept. Let's camp here. You won't be able to find any food to the morning anyway.
Unknowingly, the company was in grave danger. They chose to rest in a spider-infested part of the forest. Bilbo was deep in thoughts of bacon, eggs, toast, and butter when he felt something like a sticky string against his left hand. And when he tried to move, he found his legs were already wrapped in the same stuff. So when he got up, he fell over.
I will give you a name. I shall call you Stig. Go on. I will do the Stigging. One more circle. Circle.
Bilbo and the dwarves made one last effort to find a way out. Soon they saw the twinkling of torches in the distance. As they moved closer, they see a group of wood elves.
What? Dwarves in our forest? Quickly! Round them up!
Thieves, back to steal more of our treasure.
The Randall will decide what to do with them.
Well, I'm gonna have to find a way to free them.
Too weak from the spider's poison to fight back, the company is escorted by the elves to their king, who lives in a fortress within the great cave along the eastern edge of Mirkwood. They finally made it through the Mirkwood to only end up as prisoners. They are brought to Thranduil, the king of the elves, to be questioned.
Okay, what have you done? Is it a crime to be lost to the woods? To be hungry? To be trapped by spiders?
Do you forget that you were in my kingdom, using the road that my people made? After all your disturbance, I have a right to know what brings you here. And if you don't not tell me now, I will keep you all in prison until you have learned sense and manners.
Looking for food and drink because we were starving.
What brought you into the forest at all?
That is our business.
Very well, take him away until he feels inclined to tell the truth, even if he waits 100 years.
Poor Mr. Baggins. It was a long time that he lived in that place, all alone. After a week or two of sleeping, he managed to find out what guard carried the key to the cell and pickpocketed him while he slept on duty.
Guard, Balance! I picked the key off the guard while he was sleeping on duty. But before he, and I found a way out. But we must go before he wakes. Follow me.
Excellent, burglar. But where do we go from here?
This river runs under those caves to Lake Town, and there are enough barrels for all of us to float out of here now.
Within hours, they reached the human colony called Lake Town. It was not built on the shore, but right out on the surface of the lake. The company finally felt a sense of relief as they approached a nearby dock.
These barrels are full. I bet I never smell the smell of apples again. My barrel is full of it.
I'm waterlogged. I suppose you ought to thank our star and Mr. Baggins. He has the right to inspect it. But I do wish he had arranged a more comfortable journey.
No matter, we shall feel probably grateful once we are fed and recovered.
What do you do next?
And meanwhile, what next?
Lake Town, I suggest. What is there?
Yeah, me. Mom. No, carry God.
Bye.
Mom.
What's the trouble?
Yeah.
I am Thorin Oakenshield, grandson of Thor. I returned to claim my ancestral home. Hail, Thorin Oakenshield. I am Bard, granddaughter of Girion, Lord of Dale. Our ancestors were once great allies. I'll honor their friendship by offering mine to you. What help we can spare will be yours. We hope the dragon Smaug will someday be killed and your kingdom regained. We require a few days of rest and any spare supplies you can spare. Certainly, I'll make the arrangements.
The party was fed, fattened, given supplies, and 2 weeks later neared the end of their journey. Chances were it would be a very horrible end indeed. While Smaug slept inside, they spent days searching for that elusive secret door. Then one day,
What's the bumbling, burglar?
I'm thinking of a way inside. Just can we get a moment's rest from the tapping?
I'm not tapping. It's a bird over there on the tree.
Stand by the gravestone when the thrush knocks at the last light of the setting sunshine from the keel. That's what Elrond said. Oh my gosh, wake up! Look, it's happening! There it is! Quick, before it's gone through and use your key!
You're the burglar! Go down and steal something!
Bilbo slipped on his ring to make himself invisible and climbed down to Smaug's lake. There he sees the magnificent, terrible, and humble dragon asleep on piles of treasure. plenty here. Take what you need.
Quite startled. I didn't come for presents. Oh, smell the tremendous. I only came to look at you and see if the tales were as true as they said. I did not believe them.
Do you now?
Surely songs and tales fall short of the utter reality. Oh, Smaug, the chiefest of calamities.
I don't remember ever smelling you before. Who are you?
I am he who walks unseen.
Lovely title.
I am friend of bears and guest of eagles. I am ring winner and barrel rider.
Very well, O barrel rider. I smell the others that traveled with you. I suppose they sent you here to do all the dirty work and steal my gold.
You don't know everything of Smaug the Tremendous. Not gold,
For what else have you come?
Gold was only an afterthought of us. We came for revenge.
Revenge! The king under the mountain is dead. Girion, Lord of Dale, is dead. Where are the kin that dare seek revenge? My armor's like tenfold shields, my teeth swords, my claws spears, the shock of my tail a thunderbolt, and my breath death.
I always understood that dragons were softer underneath in the region of the chest. But one so fortified has not thought that.
Look, nobly, Pierce. What do you say to that?
Marvelous, staggering, magnificent. Old fool. Why, there is an open spot on his left breast as bare as a snail out of its shell. I really just don't stand your magnificence any longer. I'll be going.
Will you now?
What is this nonsense of the day? It smells!
Very well, barrel rider. Your footprints came from the east. If you didn't have help, if you are not one of those lake men who had their help, they shall see me and know who's truly the king under the mountain.
It's flying south toward Lake Town. Think, Bilbo, what do we do?
I'm thinking, drat the bird. Do we get a moment's rest from the tapping?
The bird! The men of Dale have the trick of understanding them and using them as messengers to the men of the lake.
Not many words. Do you understand me? If you have a message to send away, send this to Bo, granddaughter of Girion, Lord of Dale. Look on the open spot on his left breast as Smaug flies into a bucket. Please take this news quickly.
The lake town was no match for my fear. I burned their homes and feasted on their soldiers. All hope was lost.
Two arms, the dragon's sound. The dragon is awake after all these years.
The dragon is waking after all these years.
The dragon is coming.
Arrows, stand your ground! I have a arrow left. Black Arrow, you've never failed me!
What news do you have for me? As the moon rises, look for the missing scale on my left breast. As he flies and turns above,
I'll do as you ask. I see it! Black Arrows, go now and find your mark!
Lake Town, how will we ever rebuild?
We will use the treasures and empty map to rebuild the town later.
News of my death spread quickly. It brought the Elven King and an army of elves who went to Lake Town to lend aid. Ow! The humans and elves then together marched to Lake Town, expecting to the Lonely Mountain, expecting to find a treasure hunt.
I haven't seen him now in days. I don't know. I can't tell you guys who. You have a message for me? Smog is slain? I'm not king. There is only one king on the mountain, and it's me, Doran! Hail good! Hip hip hooray! There is much to do. We must catalog our wealth and fortify against thieves. I believe some of this is yours. Here, burglar, take this shirt. It is made of mithril. It is a fabric as light as silk, but as hard as dragon scale.
Thank you, Lord.
Feeling Keely, close the gates! Is the entire valley floor populated by giant fireflies? Those are fires. Campfires.
Nonsense. Only an army would be that many fires.
No, my friend, 2 armies.
Bard of Lake Town, what did you just say?
2 armies. Smog is dead, slain by my arrow. The thirster lives your message. Thank you for it.
Very well.
Yes.
Splendid news.
Splendid news. I have taken my throne as king under the mountain.
May you live long and prosper, King Thorn. In exchange for our slaying of the dragon Smog, you can thank us by sharing your fortune. Our town has been destroyed and must be rebuilt.
Absolutely not. This is the treasure of my people, and it will stay as with my people.
Then to war it must be. Prepare for battle.
Thorin, this is foolish.
It is a matter of honor. I do not expect you to understand.
The dwarf army threatens the elves and men, and they are about to engage in battle when darkness takes over the sky from the west.
Retreat! Thorin, this is nonsense. You're extremely outnumbered.
Have you changed your mind? My mind does not change with the rising and setting of the sun. You cannot win. I will never share my treasure with the likes of you. This one.
I was Gandalf here.
Your wish is granted. We're not making a very splendid figure as king under the mountain, Thorin.
Fools, let us end this. Men are down! Your cousin Dane has arrived with reinforcements. Now we are not outnumbered anymore. Now we have an army.
An army of goblins riding on wolves larger than all your forces combined comes from the north. You cannot repel this force alone.
Then we shall perish. King under the mountain, together we can vanquish the foul foe.
Gandalf is right. We cannot stand against this tide alone.
I'm
A
sorry.
battle of 3 armies? I mean 4 armies, sorry. 4 armies? This is madness. The goblins are too powerful.
I'm sorry I let the glimmer of gold bind me. These will be our last moments. I just live them out with honor!
Hold! All is not lost. There is yet still another army on its way. Look, the great eagles of the misty mountains.
5 armies now?
The forces of good fought fiercely against the goblins and wolves. dwarves fighting alongside elves, men, eagles, a wizard, and a hobbit. They drove back the goblin.
Welcome, friend. I hope you are well rested. We are finalizing the terms of our peace.
I just wanted to say goodbye before I left.
The people of Dale thank you, Mr. Baggins, for relinquishing your share of the treasure to rebuild our town. Truly, Bilbo, I urge you to take more than the 2 chests you've claimed.
It's all. No, thank you, Thorin, King of the Mountain. It's all my pony can carry, and it's more than I'll ever need.
So this is the one who managed to free from my keep?
Yes, this is our burglar. Go, Baggins.
He looks more like a grocer than a burglar.
Mr. Baggins is far more than he seems.
I'm glad to part in friendship, and I believe I speak for us all when I say you are always welcome in our kingdoms. You have taught us a valuable lesson that if all of us valued home above gold, it truly would be a merrier world.
Well, thank you all. Farewell, Thanrald, King of the Wooden Realm. Farewell, Bard Lord of Dale. Farewell, Thorin, King under the Mountain. And farewell, Gandalf.
Travel safely, my friend, and farewell. For now.
With all of your own magic and power that you're going to put into the story, let's come on down.
No one has to make.
Let's start. I will say it first, and you guys repeat, okay?